like someone's abandoned house, but I swear it's where I live.
All right, we're live now. This is it. Welcome to Noose's abandoned house. Um, just kidding. This is shitcoin talk. We're gonna talk about shitcoins and a bunch of other stuff. It's gonna be great. Um, Still gotta tweet the link out. I don't know why it's not working, but why don't we just start with everyone's introductions? Whoever wants to go introduce themselves, go ahead.
Not so fast, and I mine and trade shitcoins like you guys. That's the intro.
Oh yes.
You know, this never works unless you like tell people. It's like kind of class, where no one wants to raise their hand. So
Right,
I'll
exactly.
I'll go next and then pass it to Donnie, and hopefully.
Okay, yeah, just say the next person's name. That
Yeah.
works.
So I'm Ant, also known as Noose, and mining. I wouldn't say mine, but I do every now and then toss some coins at a new launch, but mainly technical analysis since 2013.
Good.
All right. My name is Donnie, aka Bitcoin Dad. I've been trading altcoins since late 2013. Strictly altcoins, have gone down the leverage route. Just didn't quite work out for me, but trading altcoins, mining new coins is kind of my specialty. Juggalo?
Crypto Juggalo. I'm a miner at heart. Started mining Bitcoin back in March of 2015. Found this scene and moved on quite fast to speculatively mining altcoins. At the end of the day, I'm here for the fun of it, and been using mining proceeds as opportunity to learn how to trade.
Nice.
Is someone
I
gonna
guess I'll
tag
just
me
go.
or?
I think
Uh,
we have a pharaoh that needs to introduce himself.
yeah.
No.
Someone should have tagged me. Someone should have said, "Oh yeah," and then he's next, and then I'd be like, "Okay." Yeah. My name is Godson, aka Altcoin Godson, Godson underscore Mansa. I'm a trader. I mine sometimes. I rent hash. I even do bounties. Whatever. I'm just trying to make money here. Uh, and yeah, I mean, I've been trading for a bit, but I really see myself as an kind of an all around type of guy. So yeah.
Sweet. I'll go. Call me Toilet, or I'm on Twitter at Dumb. I've been trading for about two years, 2.5 years or something. Altcoins. Tried to do the Bitcoin leverage. Got wrecked on the OK casino. It didn't feel good, so I've been mainly focusing on altcoins and mining sometimes.
You have a nice forehead.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm tabbing over and I want to see his forehead.
Dude,
It's not bad.
not bad. Not a bad forehead.
Quality forehead.
Okay, I still haven't tweeted the link out because I can't find it.
It's
But we are going live. So.
in Slack, I think.
No, the YouTube link. I just can't
Oh, yeah.
click on the channel to get the YouTube link. I don't know why. I just love my life. Okay, so the coins that we were sent in by people, I got a list here. And I'll just name them off real quick. But I figured that we would start without doing a coin first. Like we would start. I wanted to kind of go over some like maybe strategies or like tips or advice or something. Like everyone's got their own thing they do with regarding trading or mining or whatever you do. So we could start with that. But the list, we got LBC, which is I think it's library credits,
Yeah.
something like that. We got AMP scenario. Lisk, Vox, Sia coin, that one might be a cool one. I think that is pretty much it. Those are the main ones that I got. I'm sure I'll find some other ones, but those are the coins. I don't know if you guys had anything to talk about regarding those.
What was the last one again?
Sia coin, SC.
Okay.
I think it's the storage or no, I can't remember how you describe it.
I mean, like
Dogecoin and
Kickstarter.
BGB were also mentioned, but we've already talked about those a little bit. So, um, yeah, I'm not sure if I know Noose was thinking about talking some
Yeah,
charting strategies or something or.
I'll share my screen for LBC.
Okay,
And
Cool.
yeah, let's just talk about
yeah,
it for a little bit.
now when it comes to LBC, like I said, when it comes to these charts that just won't stop fucking dumping, is like this just looks crazy. This is almost like unchartable. I like to toggle and go to log scale. And I mean, if you're not using Coinage, you're using some other platform, you basically just kind of want to get rid of the first weak candle in a sense, because just sometimes it's not the launch dump or high is just it's just something you can't reference immediately. It's this coin's only been alive. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. 3, 6, yeah, I can count. And when it comes to something like this, you don't want to pick a bottom. The whole saying, you don't want to pick bottoms and tops. That's a whole other discussion, because part of what I do in some other strategies is I do try to pick bottoms. But when it comes to something this high volume, this high market cap, I mean, it got added to Polo for fuck's sakes. You want to be careful. It's a relatively popular coin, if you want to call it that. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get my horizontal tool. I'm gonna go to the second week low, which is 31,710. We can see that it sorta is trying to base off of it, but this is a weekly chart, so we'll zoom in a little bit. And I'm using the bottom here. These are timeline markers, and you'll find them on TradingView. And once again, also, if you don't use Coinigy, you can find it on CryptTrader. And I'm just gonna toggle to year, which is the life of the coin, like 3 months. And I'm still not getting any good detail, except for over here on the left side, we can see that there was a low area that might be revisited. So I'm gonna bust out my second favorite tool besides the horizontal, which is just the rectangle.
Love that rectangle.
What's that?
But
You love the
I
rectangle?
love
Yeah.
that.
Yep. And now we're gonna go in a bit more. So now it's 1 month of data, and this is 200 240 minutes of 4 hours. I'm gonna get rid of that. Hide that. Now we can zoom in a little bit, and we're gonna see something interesting. Is that it's still actually under that second week's bottom, which is like pretty damn bearish. And I mean, if you need more bearish signs, is that there's all these wicks right here where it's just anytime bulls tried to put up a fight, bears just swatted shit at their face. And these are all, I mean, either bears or there's just people buying and selling out of just regret. Like, I can't believe I bought this so soon. What the hell's wrong with me? And yeah, it's just it needs some time. I'm sure that there's some fundamental person out there that knows a reason why it should go up in the future. Good for you. But for me as a technical guy, I would wait for it to, at very minimum, just base above here. And that just speaks to the logic of it's okay to be late. Actually, I get in late on a number of things. Being late is like confirmation, and not in a bad way. I don't mean confirmation where like it's gone up 80% and you're like, now's the time. I mean, it's gone up 20% and you're willing to sacrifice an early entry so you're safer. But right now, yeah, man, it might go down here, or maybe it bases above, but there's just so much room upwards after it's safe. What on earth is that? There's so much room upwards after it's safe that why would you even care about getting an early entry? So my opinion is wait for that to form a bottom, and that could just be as simple as last week's low is 36,000 satoshis. This week's current low is 31,000 satoshis. So it's simple. If next week's low is 32,000, then look at it. So that's my view on LBC.
LBC fundamentally, they have a lot of coins in their pre-mine, and they're not all hitting the market yet. Like, it's why when I got some free LBC rewards at the very beginning, I dumped right away at in the 17,000 Satoshi range, and was instantly looking like a fool when it hit like 100,000 Satoshis. But at that price level, like, there's just so much that's locked up, so much supply that's locked up, and not from mining, but from like reward release and pre-mine release, that it's really hard to judge. It's non-transparent, and so I think the LBRY guys were really happy at where the price got put, because it meant their personal holdings were worth motherfucking shit ton, and they just, as long as they didn't sell out any. So I think that's why we had that giant fucking massive price discovery candle at the very beginning, and then it's just been like a slow slide as maybe they're taking some money off the table, maybe they're redistributing bonuses. But when I first tried to work out what relative market cap this media distribution thing should be, I compare it to Florin Coin, which is working with Alexandria, and figured, okay, they'll have about similar market caps. And I figured, like, whoa, LBRY should be worth about 1,800 sats per coin. Again, that's not advice, that's just the comparative analysis that I thought. So when I was getting 17,000 Satoshi for the free coins, I figured, okay, I'm just going to sell them and buy back lower. Of course, that never happened, and I guess the supply has been artificially constrained fundamentally from that.
No, I mean, and the fact they got on Polo, too quick, that's pretty interesting too. So that led to a lot of FOMO too. I don't know if people expected that quick. What were they on Trex for, like a week or something? I don't know. It's really quick.
It didn't seem like they were on there for very long before they made it to Polo.
Can I mention the shenanigans with this whole coin? I mean, they clearly knew. I mean, there was sort of like really good insider trading on it. Like, before it got to Polo, it jumped like 100%, and like, nobody knew what the hell was going on. And also, I mean, I know I'm not a fast model, not like this, but I see like an interest in this coin from Adam Gurbez that just makes me not want to touch this. I mean,
oh yeah, I hate that too. I don't like anything he's interested in. I don't like it either. I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you look at the video that they did with what's her name, Amanda, in 2015, they look really legit and really cool, but the fact is they're holding like 400 million coins, like only 5 million is actually available, right? They're holding so many coins, and this Adam thing, and the fact that it got insider traded before it got on Polo and all this stuff, just I wouldn't want to touch it.
Yeah, I think that's the magic name of, like, we have so many alternatives of what to trade. If you hear the name Adam Gurbez, it's easy to, like, I know what my decision is, but yeah, it's usually to leave it alone and find something else.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, okay, so like, I'm not anti-money. If I see a good opportunity, I'll bite. But right now, with the perpetual dumping and all this stuff, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't have any, and I probably won't touch it for a while, if ever. So I just thought it was interesting that it looks exactly like Vox, basically, again. It's crazy.
Hey, not so fast. Are you familiar fundamentally with where they're at development-wise, like compared to Flow or Alexandria?
Like, I'm familiar with it from where they were at launch when I was, engaged in the play, engaged in, I guess, taking profits basically, and getting a bunch of referral earnings and stuff. But like you can see, that chart is basically, like News said, oversupply AIDS. It's just going down and down and down and looking for a bottom. And so like fundamentally wise, beyond like the service that they're providing, which is some blockchain-based media hosting platform, I don't know how close they are because there's so much back-end shit. And I would know because I'm doing something similar myself, like a similar project. But it's hard to make a fundamentals comparison without being behind the scenes at one or the other. You can download videos from LBRY's platform, like through their wallet, basically. So they have that, and Alexandria, I don't think they have that, but I should probably be set straight by somebody.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at that video with Amanda, like last year, they look like they have done like a lot of work. They could pull up videos and stuff, on the platform and do all this cool stuff. So, I mean, yeah, they seem okay, but like they haven't really managed, the project very well from like the tokens point of view. I mean, I feel like these guys really don't know much about like crypto before they get in, so they just think you can just run your coins however you like, and people will just be like, oh, okay, whatever. From what I hear, it's really like profitable to mine. So that's why it's always dumping, because guys are just hitting it with hash and collecting free BTCs. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's a CPU mineable coin with a unique algorithm, and there have been some, I guess, private optimizations that let some miners with the same resources mine at a much higher hash rate, I think. And that shenaniganery, if you're not involved in it, it's really hard to the same break even as people using the same stuff as something else. Am I too loud here? I can turn my gain down.
Yeah, something kind of reverberated.
No, I think it's all good. I was gonna ask if there's news, if you had any like risk management kind of ideas about this. I think mine would just be like stay out for now, because like.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. My main risk strategy for this would be stay out until it stops. It does even a small uptrend. And what I mean by that is, multi-day. So I was referencing week lows, but even if it's like it's going up for 2 or 3 days and it's up 20-30%, at least you have that crowd that thought it was going to stop dumping, backing you up. There's like no semblance of a uptrend right now. So, the best thing to do is to follow that philosophy of, the first eighth being the most dangerous, and same with the last eighth. So, don't be afraid to get in a little late on it, but this is not something you want to pick a bottom on. This isn't like some really low market cap, fifth page of tracks, low liquidity coin where you can pick a bottom and, not that you're certain it's the bottom, but it's been there for a while. It's been in this bottom area for, 3 to 6 months. And it's had some type of base. It's nothing like that. This is new, fresh lows. This is fresh dump.
Coming at you.
Exactly. So it's just the risk management perspective is, if you are going to try to, get in, just wait a little bit. Don't be afraid to see some green and get in at plus 15-20%. Don't beat yourself up over it. Like, just, yeah, wait till other people figure the shit out.
Yeah.
That's what I do as a charter, is a chartist, whatever the hell you want to call it, is I wait for the fundamental people to buy. And if there's like a big buy up, it's either, an idiot, or hopefully it's an insider that knows something and to give me a clue. I'm not gonna take that chance. Why the hell would I? Like, just let the bars sort themselves out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Anybody else got anything they'd like to add?
LBC is AIDS. Don't touch it.
I think so. I don't know. It sounds interesting. Like, the fundamentals sound pretty interesting, but I don't know.
I think you just need to wait for things to settle down. I mean, just like Box. I mean, it's been good 2-3 months now, and it still hasn't really found a bottom. I think you just need to wait until the dust
teasing
settles.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. So wait until the dust
just
settles.
punishing me for selling the top when it got added to Polo.
Yeah, Vox is another one people wanted us to talk about, but I think we just kind of touched over that anyway. So
Yeah.
this is, if you like Vox, then you're gonna love LBC. All right. Well, out of the list, I don't know if you guys remember the list, but if there's anything that piqued your interest, we can go over it.
You had AMP on the list. That one's pretty interesting.
Scenario AMP, yeah, the fundamentals and what that project's all about and the scope of that project is actually pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the specifics. Like, I've read their site. If you haven't read the website, like, you should, 'cause it's a pretty interesting project. Like a social media platform, I think they're trying to build, but it's also, I mean, the scope of the project has just gotten so big. They're going to do smart contracts. I think they're developing a POS system for, smart contracts and to maintain their blockchain. So I thought that was a pretty good project.
I mean, the most important thing for me with AMP, I hate to just be that guy that's just about profit, but the reality of it is the damn thing is resilient. Like it takes a beating and then just rebases.
Yeah.
Actually, I got the breakout at like 14,000, and then I forgot how high it went, but then it shot under, I think, like to 13K for a little bit, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna keep holding this. This thing keeps just performing well weekly and weekly and weekly, and recently it had 1,000 BTC
Yeah, just this week.
On Polo, and that's like usually a precursor to good things.
Yeah, I'll share my screen real quick. I got a chart.
Yeah, so like something's up with it. Like it's crazy because if you organize it, not organize it. If you change your price bar to percentage, like the amount it's up since inception is pretty astronomical.
Yeah, it's definitely trucking up there, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, and there is someone that is trying to shake out everybody along the way. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say that because then it's like, there's that notion that, the person saying that is biased because they have a holding, but there's pretty clear demonstration that it'll dump to shit and then just
yeah, like if you look at this support line that I drew, like it trucks over there and then it just kind of goes sideways, dumps really hard back up to 15,000, and then it just right back up to, it went up to 28,000.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of maintaining. So that's a price point. It's pretty crazy.
Throw up weekly, and you're gonna see like some crazy stuff. So yeah, you could do the 5-year. It's like a nice shortcut. Weekly.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, look at all that damn green. So it's if you're not worried about the intraday noise, like AMP has treated you freaking well.
Yeah.
Well, they do plan on their network to go into the alpha phase.
In September.
So, in my opinion, yeah, I feel that it's going to be pretty bullish up until that point.
Yeah, and then look at those. There was 3 weeks of like compression there, and then yeah, this last bump up. I mean, I guess you can call that a bull flag, whatever. I stuck with patterns, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. That shook out a lot of early buyers because yeah, I don't know how many people that are in from sub 10 right now.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think someone's accumulating and trying to just get as much. I don't know how it's crazy though. I haven't really seen very many charts like this one.
Yeah, that's what that's what I was trying to highlight, is that there's definitely something odd about a coin that is this resilient. Like most coins, they dump and then it's just whatever, we're used to it, and then everyone gets desensitized, and then the market maker accumulates while it's really low. And this one, it's been dump and then recover. It's like the market maker just really doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, I mean, that's a project that I'm actually excited about to go live or whatever. I don't know. I don't have the link to their website. I think it's just.
It's scenario.com. I've been boning up while you guys have been talking.
Yeah, scenario.com. it seems like it's gonna be pretty cool. And so what I don't know, it was weird because when they announced that they're going live or they're going beta testing or whatever in September, like that's the day that it dumped like a lot. You know, someone was trying to sell on news, it looked like, and then the other people were just like, nope. So
You know, that's what I gotta laugh at people that do sell on news in that fashion. Like I've heard from some very smart traders, it's like you should always sell some on news because markets, price, and everything. I can't disagree with that. That's awesome logic. Sell some, but when you sell all on news, like, and that's your key barometer. Like it's just, oh, news came out, I gotta dump it all. I'll rebuy later. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, you have
yeah,
to take into account trend for that. Like if it's a bear market, news is usually a ploy to spike up price so that people can sell into you. But when it's a bull market, and this is clear as day a bull market, why would you dump to your heart's content? Like shave some off, but yeah,
it was a pretty big dump. You know, I mean, it's like 1 million coins that were dumped
yeah.
that day.
Yeah, if you
So
look at if you change to normal candles from Heikinashi, you'll
yeah.
see a doji from hell. So that did alarm me a little bit. Yeah. So this doji is just savage. Like I call this one like the shit pushed in doji. It's the one, yeah, right, yeah, 4 bars to the left. Look at that guy.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, that's just like one of the most disgusting dojis I've ever seen. That's just like, sit down, son. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, someone's got a hold of this one. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if it was someone angry or is just dating one. That is just, damn. Mad.
Yep, from 23 to 28. That is a big wick.
Yeah, and you see the fact that you couldn't see it on Heikinashi is why I've detoxed myself from it. Because man, I was obsessed with Heikinashi for so long.
Yeah, I just kind of left it on the default. I don't know. I could stray away from it. I like line charts and the Heikinashi, dude.
No, no, trust me, I did too. But I've been trying to.
There's life without Heikinashi.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know if anybody else has anything to add about AMP scenario.
Yeah, I know. I think long term it's gonna be fine. But I think if you bought recently, there might be some turmoil. There's so much butt hurt in that 12-hour candle, man.
It seems that if you're resilient, if you're not afraid, then you could be rewarded. But it is scary.
Yeah.
It's been compared, like people are trying to compare it to the Steemit platform, like that's what they're gonna try to do. And I don't know, I hope this is a lot better than
Well,
what's.
see, that's interesting because Steam it just like dumped, consolidated, dumped, and then mega pumped. This thing's just doing a slow rise. So if it actually does emulate Steam it, I would love to be in the parabolic.
Yeah.
I think another thing from the fundamental standpoint too, they've been pretty diligent on putting out community videos and have a pretty extensive YouTube channel going.
Yeah,
Like
they
up
do.
to 76.
See,
It
that's
looks like right
great.
about now 76 community hangout videos to keep in touch
Wow.
with everything.
They do a weekly one, and I mean, there's a ton of people in there.
Well,
It's
see,
like,
yeah, that's fantastic to hear. I hate when coins only talk to traders and insiders. Like we're insiders. We're traders. Like we're within this ecosystem and we only have finite money. Like getting money from outside sources, whether it's funding or just outreach, so that people can tell their neighbors, strangers, whatever. Any coin doing that, like that's awesome in my book.
yeah, that's a good one. I think so. What else we got? We got anything you guys want to talk about?
Let's see.
Did
What
you
do you guys
say
have?
Doge earlier?
Yeah,
Is that even worth talking about? Like, that's been just in a channel for.
I was thinking that people were kind of suggesting these because they want to know when they're gonna pump so they can buy or sell.
Well, the thing
But
with
When we're gonna pump Doge, is that what they want to know?
I think that they think that the shitcoin talk boys are gonna pump Doge, but we don't think we're
no,
going
yeah,
to.
World, we are not going to pump Doge.
Nope.
yeah. The thing with Doge is that I think a large amount of Twitter folk are thinking that it's gonna pump along the same lines as they did with Litecoin, where it approached weekly and monthly supports, and then it bounced off a bit, but history is just history. It's just a marker of what has happened, and of course it can give you clues that what can happen again. But we saw with Litecoin, who cares that it bounced off this weekly support, and then it just kept dumping. Oh wait, there's another support below. Like, no, like just you'll know when it's gonna go. Like being in something like Doge or LTC early is just scary as shit to me,
Yeah.
because they could be shorted. And most altcoins, in my opinion, are obvious when they're gonna pump, or they're basing, or they're gonna stop making new lows, because they can't be shorted. Why else would something stop making lows if it can't be shorted? Now with Litecoin, it was just I'm gonna stop making lows for a little bit, rise up, and then short into you. So I don't see what everyone saw with it. I mean, yeah, it's cyclical in nature, but I'll just wait for it to prove itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Like the main reason people are talking about it is just that cycle thing where it pumps every like what, I don't know what it was, 6 months.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
like
like, I don't know, yeah.
yeah. That was the thing, and then yeah, now everyone's thinking, oh, this is the time to buy because we're close to that 38 bars or whatever.
yeah, but
And yeah, I mean, people are, well, I don't know, man. It just looked like, a bunch of noobs following one guy who said, it's about time, and then it went up a bit. But now it's back to what, 40, 40 satoshis? I mean,
Yeah, 41.
I mean,
yeah, I
it
wouldn't,
definitely could pump, but the reality of it is we joke about this time is different, but this time could be different always, and it could, yeah, break from 30 something and go to 20 something. Like, just being in early is mainly an ego thing, and if you tout it the wrong way, you can do people harm. So I mean,
Yeah, what'd you say, Godson? You said 36. You were like exactly right. Like 36 bars are about 250 days every time.
well, yeah, I've looked at it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great if it does pump, but the reality of it is, you have to make the decision of the trader of how much equity do you want locked up, and it's fucking Doge, so you're gonna need a significant amount of equity to make its movements
Right.
fluctuate.
It's gonna like double, maybe triple. Like I can't, dude. There's 105 billion coins. I mean, it's like it's just such a big. I don't know. I don't think it can. There's other better things you could put your money in, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
I
no,
mean,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting it in Doge, but it's just we sound greedy there, but that's because we've gotten in trades that are like 4x, 5x, and then we joke to each other like, oh, you took profit at 5x, you're an idiot. So so we're kind of in a different realm on that.
Banging out doubles.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Banging out quadruplets.
This
oh
does
my
kind of
God.
it kind of reminds me of Litecoin. How everybody was expecting it to moon, and it kind of
Dude,
gets
and it'll just
a
dump
little
on you.
pump, and yeah, and then it just kind of went messy after that.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the Litecoin chart in a while, man. That one is
The whole roadmap and being added to Coinbase, which still hasn't taken place yet.
Yeah,
All right,
I didn't understand that GDAX is like I don't even know what you would call that, like a company inside Coinbase or something, like.
Yeah, GDAX is basically
Oh,
Coinbase's exchange company.
toilet.
Right.
Your exit on LTC is there, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I kind of panicked and just sold it. I got scared. I couldn't have done it better. But oh boy. Yeah, it's crazy. Litecoin, everyone just expects it, and I don't know what this is about. Where what got dumped to 200,000? That'd be a nice
Yeah,
no
I mean,
volume.
yeah, you'd have to ignore that one.
Yeah, I think so. It was fun playing it when Litecoin was really cheap in USD, and you could long and short it. on OKCoin, you can make some pretty decent profit, but kind of hard now. Just kind of dicey.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This is a little bit of an advice. I mean, I see a lot of these coins are kind of like popular coins. You know, the coins everyone's talking about. And I really want people to understand that in crypto, people don't talk about the good ones, right? They buy them first, and then they start talking about it, right? You're not gonna hear about that gem someone found while he was looking through charts. He's not gonna talk about it on Twitter. He's gonna maybe mention it to like one of his best friends, and they'll chart it together. But they'll buy it and then start shilling. So like you should probably do more work and do less. I don't know, following people on Twitter, because I feel like a lot of these you know coins are just people heard. When you hear a bunch of chatter on Twitter, yeah, then you're like, okay, let me buy this now because everyone's talking about it. The very nature of traders is to buy first, then shill later. So maybe not. Yeah, just whenever Twitter starts talking about it, it's already too late.
I used
Most.
to agree with you, Godson, there, and for the most part, I kind of do. But the reality of it is that some of the coins that I tweet about and Toilet tweets about and Bitcoin Dad, even not so fast, just a core amount of people I consider friends or associates in this game. Donnie, it sounds like your house is going nuts. Sorry. But a core amount of the coins we tweet about at various points have shit liquidity. The order books aren't fluffed up nice. The trend isn't 100% clear, and
Well, yeah. I mean, that's you, right? When you tweet about one coin by yourself, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
like
when,
a gaggle of
yeah,
people, yeah.
when 10 guys start, tweeting about it, 20 guys start, posting charts. That's when
No, you're
this
right.
is not.
You're right on that. You can almost formulate an exit based on just like clicking on a hashtag, opening up a separate tab, and seeing how many have flowing through within a
Yeah,
separate time.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so definitely subscribe to that. That's actually one of my selling conditions when shilling gets too much.
Bail.
I'm curious about some of your guys' take that do mine. Maybe we could touch a little bit on possibly some new coin launches and what we might do, fundamental wise, and what we look for when we do mine new coins.
Yeah, that would be good.
I mean, not so fast. You're pretty much a pro at picking up a lot of those, but I know personally, there is a lot of anonymous developers out there, but there are some with backgrounds that had previous projects. So, if they do have some background, that's usually what I look for. Longer POW, a couple months of mining rather than a high reward up front, which could also be beneficial, but those are signs I kind of look at as a long-term, type of indicators that would be positive for a coin. Personally, I like the POW POS hybrids that could, while staking, it's taking away the POW blocks. So
I love that. Yeah.
Coin supply is getting reduced. It's usually like half of what it was supposed to be initially. So, I usually like those type of coins, and that's what I look for when I mine. It is kind of hit and miss at times too. Sometimes you get stuck holding the bag and just kind of how it goes. But, I've definitely had some of my biggest plays off of mining new coins. So I feel the risk reward can definitely be there, even though it's been pretty cold as of late in regards to newer coins and what's being announced and released recently.
Yeah, I think a major switch in the whole mining new launches game that's happened over the past, I'd say maybe like 2 to 3 months, is that before a decent strategy would be to throw a small amount of, a baseline amount of rented hash at almost every launch that didn't look like a complete stupid scam, and nearly everything would be listed. You could work your way out kind of at a break-even cost if it didn't pick up, or you could, kind of hold on if something got caught on really well and get out for a decent amount of profit. And now it just seems like, I'll just read you the latest coin announcement that came across my screen from Brian Badonde. Coin. Bello, my name is Brian Badonde. I'm a famous BART critic and social commentator. So we just released a coin with 1 billion Ba. It's getting released on September 30th. This just came up right now. And like something like this, it's like 10 lines. It's clearly a joke. But this is sort of like the caliber of what's been going on, and just the market is finally saturated, or may even say baturated, with launches that they're just the kind of speculative, like, oh well, I'll mine it, and then maybe some other people will be like, oh, somebody's mining it, I better mine this. Like that's almost dried up now, and you have to actually put in work to make your strictly dump launch look like something legitimate. And we used to always speculate on maybe it could be, maybe it couldn't be, but right now the decent mining plays, I mean, they're fairly obvious that lots of work has gone into it, and there's people that are accountable for that fact. And then the rest of them, it seems like the serial shit devs are willing to put in less and less work because, it's just not working out for them. So
I mean, like, usually what I look for is sort of face value, like the good ones come in like one of two types, right? There's the dev who's really good, and then he kind of does like a ninja launch type thing. He's not trying to be like too pretty, but you can tell that this guy is good based on like the technicals and what his wallets can do, that kind of stuff. But then there's guys who just like they show up with epic graphics and stuff. But then like there was a coin that launched yesterday, Enzo Limited. Look this thing up. It is the prettiest thing you've ever seen, right?
Yeah, that did look very pretty.
Yeah, but it's got like 50% pre-mine on a coin that that gives you like a single coin per reward. And
yeah,
you're
58% pre-mine and 1 coin per block as a reward.
Block.
Wow.
And it's just crazy. Like so it's either that guy is really confident, and by the way, he got the coin like he voted for it on I think it was like a BTC vote on like I don't know, one of these Nova exchange, and got it on like the same day, so that guy might be on one side it looks like another idiot with like cool graphics, but like maybe he's also got something there. But you would stay away from those kind of like really pretty coins, right? But then just look for the good ones with devs that have been here, not just some guy with a newbie account,
Right.
posting something
I
else.
think sometimes you just don't even know until you've mined for a little bit, and then things will kind of start unraveling, and you're just like it is kind of risky, I think, mining a new launch, in my opinion. But I mean, it will come. I don't know, to fruition over time if it is supposed to be good or something.
Yeah. The really good ones, you're not gonna tell, like you're not gonna know immediately. You're gonna have to like just trust your, just use your intuition. Just go in sometimes, and if it's good, it's good. If it's not good, cut your losses. The big wins will pay for the losses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
I mean,
gotta
the guys.
you gotta go through a lot of winter coins, right, Donnie?
What's that again? Oh, winter coins. Yeah.
You gotta go through a lot of winter coins to get a crave, right?
Yeah, I think I still got that file somewhere on my computer.
Yeah.
That was gonna make me. That was gonna make me. That was gonna make me rich one day. I had high hopes for Wintercoin.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with Donnie's sentiment there on the long-term POW. I play things a little differently on my standpoint from maintaining like a small farm and can't compete with the large hash out the gate, and so I kind of look for what I kind of frame my bread and butter as a sleeper play and kind of wait for all the net hash to die off and kind of swoop in and just accumulate while everything's died, and kind of slide under the radar, and absolutely look for the hybrid POW, POS, and kind of let those accumulate through mining and stake away, waiting for the next cycle and whatnot. But it's kind of general approach here with things. And
The reason why that's brilliant too is there's still so many people that started mining and made a bunch of money in like 2014, and they still religiously rent and throw as much expensive hash as possible on these new launches, and then they're stuck with a bag that they paid a lot of money for per coin, and they stop mining because they've run out of mining capital, and then you come in and with your rig, you just place it on that coin and mine it for a little while they do all the shilling for you, trying to get some listings and get some profit from their bags, and then you end up with a much better ROI play than they do.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's something else you should really like know. Like if you go in and the hash looks a little too big, just wait like a day or 2 days. Then when all the big hash players are done, the net hash will just dump to like a quarter of what it used to be, and you can place a long-term type of hash play, and then get a much better reward than if you just went in with nice hash for 10 minutes blazing.
Yeah, exactly.
There is almost an art to it. I mean, you don't want to overdo it, especially on these longer mining coins that maybe only have 10, 15 miners on it, because I mean, if you go hard on it right away, you're just kind of wasting your money, in my opinion. Just kind of slow and steady, just keep things under the radar type of thing. You don't want to spike the hash or the difficulty. So in my opinion, I feel that the longer pile, you could just kind of let it roll, mine for a couple weeks, and you'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Go hide under the radar, and I mean, it's not uncommon. I've gone months just riding small net hash networks out and letting them play out as they will.
Yeah, I agree. That's good. That is
Yeah,
a
yeah. And another thing is like these days a lot of the really good devs, they're no longer making PW coins. They're just going straight for the ICO market now. So like someone said, all the devs who ninja launched coins and scammed you, and they're now doxing themselves for that ICO money. So yeah, a lot of the new coins now are just some idiot with 0.01 BTC, and they go get some coin gen for a billion coins, and then yeah, they just, I don't know what they think will happen. Do they think we're stupid? We don't know how this works. They'll just come like, oh my god, look at my coin.
yeah. They'll get someone to mine it though. But I don't. Yeah, it is kind of it's tricky. But some of the best plays have been from mining from when it started. Just getting that low Satoshi cost coin and just waiting, just holding it.
Like Dubai coin.
That was one of my best mining plays. That was a good one.
Yeah, I skipped on that one because I thought it was stupid.
Yeah, because that's that's what I was talking about. When you don't know exactly right away how well it's gonna take off, you just kind of gotta mine it and you gotta hit it and then you gotta wait and just hold it for a while. That was I mean that one went up to like 200 times mining costs at one point, I think, or even more maybe.
Yeah, some guys made a killing on that one.
Yeah, it went from a 10,000 market cap coin to a million market cap coin in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
not very long for that to go up. And the crazy part of that one was I did exactly the same as you. I thought it was kind of dumb, and I didn't mine it. But then it seemed as though there was a lot behind it, and I don't know if it would really count as an insider tip, but I got a few. I got people saying, "Hey, take another look at it." So I just like put a bid out and kind of got a little more than I wanted, but I thought I'd just scare some buy support.
Yeah.
So anyway, somebody dumped, and it ended up being like probably my best play so far this year. Like.
Yeah, and the other thing was that you guys were talking about, they switched over to POS, not randomly, but they wanted people to be able to stake it. They upped the maturity or lowered the maturity or whatever, and then I was staking 100 of blocks a day sometimes. It cut the POW supply by a lot, and that helped out as well.
that hype of not as much left to get. And I wonder if it was all planned. Like you gotta wonder, but
Yeah. Who knows? So yeah, I think we're running on about 50 minutes now. So I'm not sure if there's anything else you guys wanted to touch up on, or if we're probably getting close to wrapping this thing up. You guys had anything else you wanted to touch base on?
yeah, the allegations that I look like that cat show guy, Jackson Galaxy. Is that a real thing? Because like I trained this cat right here, and yeah, he's doing all right. I always thought I do have a round head like that guy, but my facial hair is way less weird. So
yeah,
maybe
You don't have the
now I'll have to
zigzags
be
for the
shamed
beard.
into shaving. And,
yeah. What was that guy's name? Cat Trainer Man. I just wanted to see a picture, but no, I've never heard that before. I think that maybe that is really funny.
Who said that? Who said that? Oh, Pyramus said it in Slack.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only
It's not the
thing
first time I've heard it though in the crypto world, which is kind of like now I'm gonna have to look at this guy, and yeah, he's like an egg with strange facial hair, and he pets cats.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I don't think that we thought that, but now thank you for bringing it to my attention. It looks good. Will mine.
Get ready for some memes, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, if anybody else doesn't have anything else to talk about, I'd say we're pretty wrapped up on this.
Good
See you
show.
again next week.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, guys.
All right.
For sure.
Well,
See
shitcoin
you
talk
next week.
out.
Till next week.
Guys.
Later, guys.